Listener discretion is advised. 2, 1, go! Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Loveline, coast to coast.
Hey, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. And tonight, two of our favorite guests, Bobo and Be Real, are both here from Cypress Hill.
How's it going, man?
How you doing? Good to see you.
Again.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very much.
How's your show going?
Right now we're working on syndicating it. It should be syndicated next month. Cool. And we've been off there for a while just trying to get it together.
Talking about the radio show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hey, do you enjoy that?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, we loved it, but we didn't want to deal with the BS they were giving us, so
Radio?
we had to.
BS and radio.
Yeah, you never heard of that?
You gotta get on late enough where nobody listens and nobody cares.
Well, see, that's what we had going on for us.
Yeah.
We got away with too many bad things.
Well, the thing is, though, I mean, they should cut you guys a little slack because they know you got a career outside of radio that's working pretty well for you, and you can only take so much ass before you walk out of there.
Exactly. I mean, it was a hobby for us.
What did you do? Give us an example of a conflict you had.
We never really had a conflict in the type of material we were doing over the air. It was more or less an agreement that we had made with them, by supporting our records. They knew and we knew they couldn't pay us what we're really worth,
Right.
So we agreed, well, hey, we'll do this, but you got to support our record, and they never did. So, we were like, all right, well.
We abruptly quit on the air.
Quit on the air.
Oh, that's nice.
It was pretty nasty.
You know the thing that's cool about radio, it's one of those jobs where if you quit, they don't let you back on the air because they're scared you're going to just grab the mic, bolt the door, and start yelling the F word for your 2-hour shift or start talking smack about the program director or whatever it is. But you guys are smart. You quit on the air before alerting anybody.
Exactly.
Oh, well, let's talk about Better Times.
Yes,
like the
Better Times.
Like the Smoke Out, which is coming up this weekend.
Wow, what a lineup. You guys.
Holy Christ.
Oh, my God.
Of course, Cypress Hill, 311, System of a Down, our friends, Pennywise, who we have a love-hate relationship with. Redman. Geez, Long Beach Dub All-Stars, and Limp Bizkit is just added, and then there's a whole bunch more. I mean, my God.
Yeah.
You guys are going to kind of come out and hang out.
Yeah, come and party out a little bit.
Party
or
out.
at least watch some people party out.
This is going on at the National Orange Show Event Center, where they really need to get one more word in there so people don't get confused.
Yeah, it's
with
too
other
long.
events.
The whole thing is
It
too
is
long.
too long.
It's in San Bernardino. It's $35 until. Oh, okay. I see. Forget about the $35. It's now $40.
It's now $40.
But still, I'm doing the math here. It's really like a $1.10 a band or something. That $40. I mean, there's 37 bands on the bill. You'd pay $40 to see. There's 6 or 7 of these names you'd pay $40 just to go see
By
anyway.
themselves,
Yeah. So that's amazing. And how long has this been going on? It's like 4 years or something?
This is the third year,
It's
right?
the third year.
Yeah. We just try to keep learning from the last ones. We did what we did right and what we did wrong, and we did a lot of homework for this one, and fortunately, we got a lot of the bands that we had targeted,
Well, for instance, Be Real was telling me off the air that this year they're going to have porta potties.
Yeah, I noticed that. It goes to great length to say there will be ample restroom facilities that will be cleaned and
Let
stocked
everybody
periodically
know,
throughout the event.
Yes, we learned
Also-
that one.
Also, moshing will occur at this year's show.
Yeah,
It's announced.
fair warning, right?
Fair warning.
I think that's fair.
Oh my God!
It's like parental advisory.
I'd get myself. You ever see that guy who invented the grizzly bear suit? Looks like it's like a football helmet and a deep sea diving bell. He walks around in. You ever see this guy?
No.
This guy, he's on these TV shows like these hard copy or these real video shows all the time. Some crazy Canadian guy who invented a suit that's impervious to a grizzly bear attack.
Wow.
Except for he can't get a bear to attack him, so he just has his friends drop logs on him and run him over with a pickup truck. You never saw this guy?
I've never seen it.
He's great. I'm going to lease that suit from him so I can be lowered down into the mosh pit.
Somebody will go bear hunting.
Oh, my
Zebra
God.
heads here going too.
Oh, this is going to be quite an ordeal. And you guys are the fathers of this, right? I mean, you got all this going.
Yeah, basically, ourselves and Chang Weisberg from Insider Magazine, we got it together.
And let me ask you this, since you guys are sort of, branching out, getting into radio and other endeavors, you think this might be career for you? I mean, as you move on, I'm putting together, everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
you can make a phone call and get a show together. You know what it takes to put together something on a pretty grand scale. I mean, how many people do you expect to come out to this thing?
Well, we're talking in the realm of like 50 to 60,000.
Wow.
Yeah,
there
are 3 stages, right?
Yeah,
3 stages, DJs, a lot of different things to do, and it's like a mini city out there.
Yeah, it's a big facility. I mean, we got lucky by getting it because there was a lot of venues that were reluctant to throw it, being that it was dubbed as a hip-hop thing.
Right.
And it really wasn't. It was a more universal thing. There's a lot of different kinds of groups on there, but they kind of bugged out. And
the title alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like...
People just love it.
Well, see, what people don't realize is when you smoke out, you don't want to get in fights. Man. You want to relax and eat something.
Listen, we have...
We've actually advocated that.
We advocate that. It's a sort of, tranquilizer for the rambunctious. We have discussed this many times.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you want a guy coming at you drunk or you want a guy coming at you stoned? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah. Of course, you take the stone, man. He won't even know.
But the thing that's funny is people that don't smoke pot and are the right wing types, the Republican types, they're a little out of the fray. Drugs are drugs. These kids were on drugs, and they don't realize there's a big difference between weed and speed. For instance, I remember this one boxer. The guy wins like the lightweight belt or the middleweight belt, and then he tests positive for marijuana in a urine test like 2 days later, and they strip him of the belt. And I'm yelling at the TV, they ought to give this guy another belt.
Yeah.
This guy's high, and he's going 12 rounds and beating the crap out of some other guy? Come on. I mean, you might as well do it with one hand tied behind your back.
I mean, nobody's saying it's the right thing to do, but it's definitely not as, not as bad as other things.
I think
I like that.
That is, again,
I'm
coming up this Saturday, and we'll give you more information about it as the night wears on. Matt?
Hey.
You're 17. What's up?
Yeah, well, me and my girlfriend, we've been together for about 5 months, and we've been having sex for about 4 months, and she's the first girl that I've had sex with. And first time we had sex, it took no time at all. I did not last one bit. It probably took me about maybe 30, 45 seconds.
Oh! Yep.
Wow.
Whoa.
And
how does that work? It's like, I'm going to time myself having sex. Well, let the second hand come around to the 12, and then we'll... Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, he's looking
Hold
up
on,
at
I'm
the clock
done.
while he's doing his work.
Quick draw McGraw.
Well, I don't know. It's just every time we have sex, it maybe lasts 2 or 3 minutes. There's been times when I've gotten up to 20 minutes or something at times, but it just doesn't last very long. And I'm starting to feel bad. She's never really saying anything about it. She may make jokes every now and then, but
well, what happened on the 20-minute nights?
Oh, well, I don't know. I wasn't really thinking about it. I was trying to take my mind off of it so that I could pleasure her or whatever.
Yeah.
He probably goes into it too excited. Maybe,
Yeah.
You need the Carolla method.
Yeah.
Don't care.
What is that Carolla method? Oh, masturbate? Yeah, all day? So there's nothing
day.
left?
Right.
Yeah, can you do that? So confetti comes out?
For the past 2 weeks, I used to not masturbate at all because I figured I have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't need to. So the past 2 weeks, I've been masturbating every single night, and it hasn't even done anything.
It hasn't slowed you down?
Hasn't slowed you down.
Well, listen, okay, here's my take. Women want oral sex more than want intercourse anyway.
Foreplay?
Yeah, and to me, when you get down there and start performing oral sex, you're on the clock. I mean, that's when the sex starts.
Part
you know
of the
what I'm
Carolla.
saying?
This is also part of the Carolla method.
Yeah, this is more of a...
The Carolla program.
This is more the Carolla ideology.
science.
Yeah.
Right.
You get down there and go down on her, and you start the clock at that point. So if you stay down there for 15 minutes, then you hop up and finish off in 5 minutes, that's 20 minutes. And she can live with that.
I've done that too. I've gone down there for maybe 30 minutes and nothing has happened. I feel like there's no way I can possibly pleasure this girl.
Well, she doesn't have orgasms.
And no, I have not pleased her
Well, have you
once.
talked to her about that?
It makes me feel bad.
Whoa. Have you talked to her about that?
Yeah.
And what does she
I
say?
tell her all the time.
Has she ever had
I feel
one?
bad because I can't do anything for you.
Has she ever had one?
Yeah, when she was masturbating.
All right. But not with another guy.
No. She's never had sex. We were both the first people.
All right. And she's what, 17, 16?
She's 18.
All right. Might take her a little while to figure it out.
I don't think he's hitting the right spot.
He needs a little more practice.
Right.
You got to hit that spot, man. It's right there.
You working too hard? Are you panicking? Are you flailing down there?
I mean, sometimes to not, to last longer, I talk to her and I'm like, oh yeah, how does that feel?
Oh yeah. How does that feel?
That's great. Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
All right. Listen. Here's the deal. You're both discovering your sexuality. You just work it out. You just figure it out.
Well, I mean, we've talked about it. I just don't know. Is there any other methods other than constant masturbation?
Well, first off, she should be faking it. That's number one, to make you feel like more of a man. Secondly, you're spending way too much time thinking about it, and that's what's hurting you.
Right.
You're too freaked out about it. You're not loose.
Stay focused on the relationship in the moment.
Listen.
You'll figure this out.
Just get into it and see where it goes. Everyone has to have that break-in girlfriend. And women have that break-in guy. It's that guy they try all the positions with, figure out the techniques with, get their confidence with.
How long did they say they've been messing?
4 months. 3 months.
Oh, you guys are just getting used to each other, man. Don't worry about it. It'll be all right.
Kyle?
Yeah.
You're 14?
Hey, Adam, I just want to say that you're God and you should run for president.
Okay, done and done. Thank you.
Okay, and Cypress Hill, I was wondering when's your next album coming out?
We have a live album coming out in December.
Yeah, December 17th sometime.
Okay, and are you going to be at BFD this year?
What's that?
Big fuck.
Whoa, bing, bing. Whoa, rewind, selector.
Okay, let's just ask you where the city.
What city is this in?
That's in Sacramento, right?
Kind of Mountain View.
Mountain View, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know about that
BFD.
one. We'll have to research that one.
That's
BFD.
that's our affiliate, isn't it? Didn't we go out to BFD? No?
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Anderson, what do you give me that look for? Didn't I go out there?
No, but your rules, man, your rules suck. I mean, they never hold up.
Oh, that's right. Anderson wants me to hang up on him because I said no S word or F word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's out in Mountain View at the amphitheater, right? Oh, it's Kyle.
Anderson got rid of
You've been there. We were there.
Oh.
That's when I introduced your kids as Hanson, and everyone booed them, and your kids got freaked out.
Yeah, I was at that again last year, but that was in like June.
All right, but isn't that BFD?
Maybe.
Yeah. All right. Someone will call and figure it out. Listen, this is a very important band. They fly all over the world and they perform. They don't know where they are.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm at.
Debbie?
Deborah.
Yeah, all right.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. No.
What's up there?
Well, did they not tell you?
All right. Hey, Debbie? I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to put you on hold for a little while, all right?
Let me tell you. I've been going through a hard time.
All right, but why do we have to go through it with you?
Oh.
You understand?
Because I've been waiting for so long.
All right.
All right.
Be nice.
You want to know what my hard time is?
No, hold on. My God, what do we got to do? Send her out a windbreaker or something to get her to ask her goddamn question? I swear, half the people that call the show act like we called them. Like they were eating and watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and the phone rang. Hey, it's Adam and Dr. Drew.
Don't bother me.
Anything going on with the vagina?
Can I ask you a few questions, please?
Yeah, hold on. Jason?
Yeah?
You're 14?
Yeah.
What's up?
I got bit by a spider, like, on the top of the penis, and now it stings. And it got a little red.
Yeah. Are you sure it was a spider bite?
Yep.
How do you know that?
Because I saw it, like, kind of dead in my bed when I woke up.
You've never...
No, you didn't.
No, I'm dead serious.
You ever had sex with anybody?
Nope.
Any rashes anywhere else?
Nope.
You saw a dead spider in your bed.
Yeah.
I would not assume this is a spider bite.
Jason, you dropped your bong and burnt the end of your penis. Is that true?
No, I didn't. My bong is fully intact.
Yeah, he's been attached to it all evening.
Yeah. Jason, you gonna ride your moped to the big smoke out this Saturday?
No, I don't have a moped.
Razor.
Okay. All right. All right, Drew, what would one do if one was bit on the dork by a spider?
Well, you leave it alone. It doesn't usually cause any big deal. That's why it makes me think there's something. I mean, things that cause blister or nodules and itch and sting, you can't always assume it's an insect. I mean, many other skin disorders can do that.
But what about when you see the dead spider?
Still don't assume it's a spider bite.
Oh, really?
It's not. It doesn't.
Listen, it's ridiculous anyway. What kind of gay spider would bite you on the penis anyway? There's no gay spiders. Are there gay insects, Drew? Do you think? Praying mantis, maybe? what would be the gayest of all the insects? Ladybug, because the ladybugs are guys.
Right.
That's a gay insect.
Yeah, but no, they're extra masculine, though, in real life. They eat spiders and things, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, all
They're
right.
compensating.
You learn something new
it's a very
every day,
transsexual kind of
That's
thing.
a very
believe that?
butch insect. What about like the earthworm that's like a hermaphrodite?
There you go.
Has
Yeah.
both genitalia?
Yes. It does itself.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's probably
Yeah.
confused too.
Skilled.
Yeah. Anderson suggested the potato bug. Now, that is a very straight insect. Yeah, that is not a gay insect. Debbie?
Deborah.
Oh, I mean Deborah?
Yeah.
Sorry there, Deborah. Now, what's up? You're 31.
Yeah, I've gone through a situation where my husband was in a severe accident.
What happened?
Our balcony gave way,
Ooh.
or the railing of our balcony gave way,
Wow.
and he fell and hit his head on the cement slab that the drainage ditch goes down to,
Right.
and
Yeah?
well, he broke every bone in his face. He had brain surgery.
What was he? Was he drunk or something?
No.
What was he doing? He just leaning
went
on the
out-
balcony?
He went outside on the balcony to see if the cat had gotten out.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Because we didn't fix our cat. We had 2 cats, and we've had them for like 5
Okay,
years.
well, okay, so the railing gave way,
The railing gave
and
way,
he landed on his head, and he was severely injured, and now what?
and our lives have been totally turned around, I mean,
Well, how long ago did this happen?
about 140 days ago.
Well, Debbie,
So
Deborah,
that's 3 years, 5 years?
No, third of a year ago.
140 days.
ago.
4 months ago.
Okay, use months, please, Deborah.
And
It's not, no, that's more than 4 months. It's almost 6 months.
How long has he been out of the
We're going
hospital?
on.
Well, it's 6
May
months
20
if you count under 5 months is almost 6 months.
how
This
long
is a math show now.
how long has he been out of the hospital?
Well, 3 times 5 months is 150.
Hey, look.
Hey,
I don't know.
whoa.
I mean, I'm just
Listen,
saying.
honey, I haven't, I'm not
been
Copernicus, but I can tell you what 140 days is. All right,
How long has he been out of the hospital?
He's been out of the hospital on and off. He's had to have 4 reconstructive surgeries.
But since the original head injury.
Well, no, he got they told him he wasn't going to live, and he lived, and
How long was he in the hospital for the first time?
a month.
A month. And did he
Which was
have
a miracle.
did he have bleeding into his brain?
No, he had brain surgery. They had to drain his brain of blood
Because he had bleeding into his brain.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
hey, Debbie. Have you been drinking?
Me? No.
Huh?
All right.
A little bit?
Just lack of sleep. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right.
People don't.
I had a sleeping disorder before this happened. Now I can't even take Tylenol PM. I can't even go to sleep.
All right, listen.
I mean,
People don't appreciate in this country how profoundly individuals can be changed by closed head injuries.
In France, they know the full weight of it,
Well,
but not in this country.
Perhaps it's everywhere, but I can tell you here that there's some sort of a Three Stooges or cartoon mentality. You get whacked in the head, and then you shake your head around, you go back about your business. But
Well, this country's great in that we make fun of everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, look at the retarded guy. hey, look with the hockey helmet on. Hey, he's driving around one of those larks. You can't even have a driver's license. That's great.
yeah, but closed head injuries will change people permanently. He's a different person now, right, Deborah? Your husband?
yeah. I mean, well, he is.
Yeah, it changes people. Lots of personality changes, intellectual functioning changes, emotional changes.
Well,
There's just tons of change.
Listen, so do you have to take care of him now?
I have been.
So he's not able to.
Yes.
He's not able to take care of himself.
No, I mean,
Can he have a job?
Well, he's an engineer, so
Could he return to his previous employ?
Yes, they will let him.
Could he? Does he have
Hold
the
on
capacity?
a second. I got to tell you, if there was a balcony, I'd throw Debbie off.
I know, but she's really hurting.
I understand. Okay, listen. I know it's a fine line because I feel sorry for almost everyone who calls in to this show.
This one,
I really do.
know, but this one she really didn't bring on herself. She just pissed.
I feel badly for her situation,
I will talk
but
her off
she's
the air.
being hostile.
I know.
And here's my thing. I'm sorry for the pain that you have in your life and what you've had to go through. But don't call the show if you don't want to converse.
Yeah,
I mean, if someone's saying to you, can he hold down a job, don't spit back with some nonsense where we chase our tails. Just say yes or no.
Let me talk to her off the
I
air.
understand he was an engineer. No, how dare you.
Okay.
Deborah?
Yes, I believe he can hold down a job.
But could he return to his previous employ?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so that's something to work
So he's in
toward,
pretty
right?
good shape. Most people with severe head injury really have trouble functioning at work.
Right, and unless they were in the radio before.
Then they just go right back.
In which case they get a raise, you don't miss a day.
They run the station.
The problem is that maybe he can't return back to me. And hey, look,
What do you mean?
What does that mean?
that he may not be able to return back to being my husband,
What does that mean? What does that mean?
loving me,
Why is that?
because he doesn't.
Is he just not have feelings right now? Is he blunted?
He makes excuses and
You're talking about sex?
That's what she's saying.
sex and even cuddling. Or
Well, he didn't like that before.
oh, that's the best thing I am. That's the best thing I do is love and cuddle.
I know you do, but that probably wasn't one of his strong suits even before the injury.
No, he was. Yes, it was.
What
That made
medications?
me fall in love with him.
What medications is
Cuddling?
he on now? It's just he had the energy to put on a good show. Though.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, he's on a lot.
Okay, well those
But
medicines.
now he's on steroids. And
Okay, well all that can dramatically.
You talked him off. Talked her off the air.
All right.
All right.
Yeah,
Hey,
driving me
look.
crazy.
Let me tell you about the cuddling
I'm
part.
going out
It's
there
just
and
you injure your brain, you can't act anymore.
Yeah, I think that's the last thing he's thinking about right now.
Right.
You know, and that's what I would say.
Oh, all right.
Tried to cuddle with his brain right
Bobo and Be Real are both here from Cypress Hill. We'll take a little break. Drew will talk to the lovely Deborah off the air, Miss Congeniality, and we'll be back after this.
hey, look.
Hey, Loveline of Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Bobo and Be Real are both here from Cypress Hill. The big smokeouts taking place in San Bernardino coming up this Saturday. Limp Bizkit, of course, Cypress Hill, Pennywise. What other bands are going to be there?
311, System of a Down.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Whole bunch.
Right, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Here too, those bands.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
3
there's-
stages.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be a rave there. There's going to be everything.
Everything.
We got all the bases covered.
This is this Saturday, October 7th, and it's taking place at the National Orange Show Event Center, which is in San Bernardino, California, and all ages are welcome, rain or shine. Although I think the weather's going to be perfect for this thing.
I think so.
it
Not
should
too
be
hot.
good. Yeah, not too
Warming up
too
though.
hot.
Warming up.
hopefully.
Yeah, and plenty of facilities. Yeah, because, here's what happens. You guys have been to enough shows, Drew, you included, that the bathrooms start out pretty good,
Yeah.
But then the beer starts flowing and the day wears on, and you try to hit that men's room about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night when the show started at noon.
And it's no joke.
It's been 14 bands have been on stage, and
It's
now
real rough.
Chili Peppers are on stage, and it's 10:45, and you go up to use the head, and there's just fecal matter floating out of the doorway. The thing that's funny is when guys get loaded, they start urinating on stuff anywhere but a toilet. It's a weird thing. You take your average, sort of 19, 20, 21-year-old Limp Bizkit fan,
Or he's peeing.
and put a 12-pack under him out in the hot sun over the course of 10 bands, and he walks in that bathroom. It's ironic that he even went into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Why go there? You're just whizzing on the leg of the guy who's standing next to you or somewhere, anywhere but the toilet.
Didn't we have like a 20-minute discussion about poo-poo last night?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, maybe let's not go down that
To
path
be
again.
fair to me, it was 15 minutes. I had questions I needed answers to. Sarah,
Yeah?
you're 19.
Yes.
What's up?
I am, okay. I'm 19, and I have a thing for like 35, 36-year-old guys. I really like them.
Yeah.
That's good for you, yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
But I need to know if this is like a bad thing.
It's not good for you.
Not
for
good
you. Yeah, you're gonna. It sort of takes you away from your peers. It makes you focused on people that are really a very different place in their life, and who might be looking at you more as an object and less as a person. Adam would be just awful to be around.
Yeah, it'd be horrible to be around me.
Yeah.
Adam with a
And what about
19-year-old?
me? I have to be around me all the time.
You with a 19-year-old. Just think of that. Awful.
Yeah, her telling me to grow up.
Oh, that would hurt.
Oh yeah, cool. Okay.
That would hurt.
Hey, Sarah, you know, there's a sort of catch-22, which is 36-year-old guys that want to spend a lot of time with 19-year-old chicks are a little bit flawed, unless the chicks are really hot looking. But even then, it's a little bit flawed. You know what I mean? So
it's by definition
So
flawed.
the catch-22 is every guy who's willing to hang out with you is kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
No. Not because.
I understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But, okay, now is there any way to stop myself from liking these guys? Because I've tried to like guys my age, and
Well, look at the source. Did your dad go away when you were young or something?
I grew up without a dad.
Yeah. So did he leave when you were like 2?
No, actually, my mom never told her boyfriend that she was pregnant.
How long was he around at all?
No, I don't even know who he is.
You never knew.
Yeah, but I thought maybe he came back.
Was there another guy in the picture?
There was one, and then there was another one when there were a couple.
Did you like
3 or
those guys?
4. Huh?
Did you like some of those guys? Were you
The one she has now is pretty good.
No, when you were younger, were you connected with one of them?
Oh, no, not at all.
No.
Yeah.
So you're looking to replace some of that.
Everyone's
Looking
daddy.
for the father figure.
Yeah.
Right.
So is there any way to train myself not to like him? I mean, knowing that, that's something that I've always kind of figured was the problem, but it doesn't help.
Doesn't help it go away.
How about you find like a nice 25-year-old guy who spent too much time in the sun or something? You know what I mean?
You know what's interesting? I wonder if she were with the older guy, would it be a stable guy? If she were to choose a 25-year-old, it would be the guy that was ready to leave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether she would act that out.
I was with a 36-year-old guy, but he was married.
Oh boy.
My problem now is that there's another guy. I didn't know anything about him. We started talking, and I liked him, and he's right around 36, and I just found out he's married.
Right.
Nothing's going on there, but how can I stop myself from liking him?
You can't.
Don't talk to
lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, you find yourself, why don't you find a nice 24-year-old Jewish guy, because those guys act like they're 45.
Okay.
You start dating more regularly, and you'll find that people become less of these objects and more somebody you really start caring about. You know what
Okay.
I mean? They're less the symbols. Start.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
All right, yeah.
Stay away from the married dudes.
Are you going to be able to talk her out of that, though?
No.
You know what I mean?
Not completely, no.
Like I like the big jugs, you know?
Yeah.
Well, you may be able to talk her out of this one, but not the next one.
Yeah.
Right. You know what magazine I picked up the other day?
Let me guess. Busty?
Well, you're close. This is the Big Boob Cruise.
Jugs.
What is it?
Every year. Now, I didn't go in to pick this magazine up. I was trying to get a car magazine. But you know what happened. There's the big boob cruise just burning a hole in you while the guy goes back to get the back issue of Car and Driver, and you're just staring at that big boob cruise.
Right.
This magazine, it's I think it's Score magazine, and each year they have this big boob cruise. Minka was on it. She's #1 Asian big boob queen.
Wow.
And they go out on a boat with like 15 of the biggest of the big top porn chicks and like 8 guys with 7 million rolls of film and 700 cases of beer, and it must cost these guys like 20 grand or something.
Oh, just 7.
And they go on this like Jamaican cruise on this yacht, and it's like here's what it is. It's like somebody took a strip club and put pontoons on it and just floated you out in the ocean with you and your buddies for a week.
Adam, you have reason to live now.
I know.
Reason to work.
I know. It's
a goal.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I got to get onto this big boob cruise. Imagine being on the big boob cruise.
Yeah, he might not want to come back.
Just
He may never come
Just
back.
think of how the reuniting experience would be with Minka.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Oh, it's been so long since she's kneed me in the groin. Drew, I'm going to bring this thing in on Sunday night. You're going nuts when you see this big boob cruise. They got pictures of them, like, on the plane, flying over to Jamaica, then on out on the cruise, and then they're, like, on the beach playing volleyball, and they're doing, like, lap dances on the top side while the chef's down below whipping up some confection. I mean, this is the greatest. This is like and it's funny because these guys are all in their 40s. It's a weird thing because you couldn't afford the big boob cruise unless you had a few serious bucks in the bank. So it just means it's for older guys. I don't know if any of them are married. I can imagine your wife grabs an issue of the Big Boob Cruise magazine, and there you are. Awful. You crawled under Minka, and there's a picture of you. Drew, I'm going to bring this thing and you'll go nuts.
He may want to go on vacation.
Yeah, he might take the big boob cruise. Dimitri?
Yeah.
What's up? You're 15.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right, you're God, Adam.
Thank you.
Yeah. You converted me to atheism.
Oh, thank you.
That's
thank
nice.
you. I'd like to get more kids into Satan worship and Santeria, but that's great.
And Drew, your side's great.
Thank you. What's up, Dimitri?
All right, I can't get my girlfriend to kiss me.
How come?
I don't know.
Have you asked her?
No.
Have you tried to kiss her?
No.
Maybe he has halitosis.
Yeah, is
Wait a minute.
your breath humming?
He hasn't tried to kiss her.
Oh.
What will she do? Will she do other things?
Do you expect her to try to kiss you first?
I don't know.
Well, hold on a second.
Wait a minute.
Do you do anything with her?
I've only been going out with her for about 2 weeks.
I know. So it's not like you get sex, but she won't kiss you.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
No.
Yes, it's not like
Yes,
that.
it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't do anything.
No.
How do you know you're going out with her?
'Cause I asked her out.
Okay, but, I've learned from this show, and I wish it was something I learned in high school, that sometimes when you ask the woman, they'll tell you a different story. You mowing her lawn is not you two dating. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he has not tried to kiss her. How do you end your dates?
Take her up to her door, basically.
And then how about...
What about a little peck on the lips there?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I know. Why don't you drop your hanky, you fairy?
Yeah, it's
You
not...
kiss her, you idiot.
How old is she?
She's 16.
Wait, why don't you kiss her right then?
Maybe I should.
Oh, boy.
Does she does she wait for you? Does she pause for a second, or
No, she doesn't. She just goes in the door.
She runs in.
Oh,
Okay, listen. I want to say this, Drew. We've talked about this before. How much time have you spent in your life, especially your younger life, high school, college maybe, thinking about making a move?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At junior high, spending so much time thinking about making that move and how uncomfortable, how it becomes bigger than it actually is. But here's the reality. How many times you guys actually ever been turned down when you tried to kiss a girl? Do you know what I'm saying? Outside of the family, let's say. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm a very desirable guy, and I haven't been turned down that much. I mean, I've probably been turned down 3 times out of the 50 times I've tried it.
right.
Here's my point. They won't turn you down nearly as much as you think they will, especially if you're standing on their porch after a night at the theater.
Or if things are really so difficult to sort of overcome some barriers because they're putting that up there.
Yeah.
And that means you shouldn't be putting all the emphasis on this one.
So you haven't tried?
No, wait, where is he? Oh, screw him.
So he hasn't tried? He said he hasn't tried?
He's waiting for her to do something.
Yeah, well, what is this?
He's a little shy.
You got to initiate.
Yeah.
And,
scared. Don't be scared.
Yeah, women want that.
You got to go for broke.
Oh, my God. When I was 16, I went on a date with Flory Aguilar. Okay?
Hello, Flory.
Now, first off, we went into Westwood. And for those of you who don't live around here, that was the place you went on a date.
For movies.
When you lived around here. You go in there and see a movie.
Go to yesterday's restaurant.
We went to Westwood to see a movie. I borrowed my stepmother's Honda. And that was back, she had like a 77 Honda, so it was about as big as one of those Shriners cars they drive in the parade. Yeah. Your head hangs out of the sunroof, We went down to Westwood 1, me and Flory.
Westwood.
I mean, sorry, now I'm at Westwood 1. Went down to Westwood, saw... for some reason, and maybe it's because everything else was sold out or something, saw the David Bowie movie, The Man Who Fell from Earth.
Yeah.
Which is a bizarre movie at any age.
Yeah, but you're high school. That's
It was
right in your
bizarre. There's a
wheelhouse.
part where like a guy's talking to a girl's talking into a guy's penis like a microphone. It's a bizarre movie to go on a first date.
That's less
Step up to the mic.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable.
Step up to the mic.
Very uncomfortable. So I drove her home after what was probably a horrible date for her, and I went to kiss her in the car, and because my arms stretch out like a condor, and I'm driving this Honda that's about 2.5 feet wide, I actually elbow her right in the chops as I try to reach the right arm
that
around.
set the mood, didn't it?
Yeah, good. I mean, if we're playing hockey, I would have been thrown in the penalty box for that move. So I whack her in the face with my elbow, and there was no second date. But
that's pretty surprising.
Years of good stories.
that is not going to happen to anyone else who's listening. You kiss her, you're the guy. All right, Bobo and Be Real are both here from Cypress Hill. We'll take a little break. When we come back, we'll answer a little question. We got a big Cypress Hill fan. Wants to know about pot smoking and epilepsy and all that good stuff after this. Yep, Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. He is Dr. Drew over there. Bobo and Be Real are both here from Cypress Hill. The big smokeout is going down in San Bernardino. That is this Saturday. And, boy, Cypress Hill, of course, 311, System of a Down, Pennywise, Limp Bizkit, and many Long Beach Dub All-Stars, many, many others. I mean, really, this is a lot of bang for your buck.
Yeah, we tried to give as much as possible, man. We've been on a lot of festivals and stuff, and people get gypped for their money all the time. So we thought we'd give it, we'd give them a good show for.
Yeah, not this time.
Not so much.
No, not at all. And what? How do you get these bands lined up? Do you guys make phone calls?
Well, we'll put up a list of acts we'd like to see, and then I'll make some calls, and sometimes. The agent's got to make the calls and all that. But if we know the groups, we'll call them and invite them to play.
Is there a season where a band may be more available than other seasons, or where bands in general? I mean, do they, half these guys, these are big bands. They could be in Europe. They could be in Asia. Is there a time when they're closer to home, or is it just all over the place?
Sometimes it varies. Sometimes a lot of groups are out like summer, fall, and take some of the winter off. Some groups like to tour in the winter,
right?
Which we hate.
Well, I know Drew wants Limp Bizkit to play one of his kids' bar mitzvahs, for instance.
Birthday party.
Oh, birthday party. I'm sorry. The clown dropped out?
Yeah.
You want Limp Bizkit in there, and you just want to make sure it's at the...
I figured when they were in those little bouncy rooms, nothing but a little Limp Bizkit music to really charge them up.
I went to the triplets' birthday party last year. When is that?
That's a couple of weeks.
Couple weeks?
Yeah.
I went to the party last year, and they had this inflatable obstacle course, man. You would have gone nuts for this when you were that. And the kids, what are they going to be, 7?
8. It was funny. Adam said when he was in that age, they'd have to get him off it. They'd have like a tranquilizer gun and shoot him.
Yeah,
Let him fall
Marlon
off.
Perkins would have to show up with a tranquilizer gun, get up in the tree, and shoot me. And then a bunch of natives would have to come by the net and drag me off of that thing. No way. This thing, listen, I'm an adult, and it was hairy.
It's fine, yeah.
I mean, this thing, it was this inflatable obstacle course that Drew had set up in his driveway. I mean, you first start up, and I'm not exaggerating here, you start up an incline that's a good 15 feet. I mean, almost 2 stories straight up. And then you go sliding down the backside of that, and then there's, you go in a giant, rock tumbler or something. I got my ass kicked by that thing. And, the thing about it is you got a bunch of 6, 7-year-olds. They think you're part of the jungle gym. They're grabbing you in the nuts and jumping on you, They pounce on you. You slide down the other side, 5 of them come down behind you and just pummel you. It's like a big pig pile. I was going nuts. It was shoes off. I was rolling all over the place.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah, I could have sued. Well, it was either that or talk to Drew's mom again about touring with Perry Como in the 60s. And I, screw that. Give me another beer. I'm getting back on the mountain. Talked to Drew's mom for 4 hours out there. Yeah, Perry Como was quite an act in the 60s. Oh, we went all over the place. I was a backup singer. Those were the days. Okay. Hey, I'm going to get back on the slide.
Just trying to find something to relate to you about.
Yeah, you got anything harder than beer around here, Glenn?
Yeah.
You're 25. What's up?
Yeah, I just want to say what's up to my boy Cypress Hill. I'll see you guys on Sunday. I've been waiting all year.
Whoa. If you go on Sunday, you ain't going to see
You're not gonna see
nobody
us.
but the cleanup crew. You got to go on Saturday. Saturday.
Yeah, well, so that's where I'll see you guys.
That's right. All right.
Hey, I've been kicking back waiting for the hear you guys, and you know what I'd be doing.
Right on.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to talk to Drew.
Yeah, Glenn.
With Prop 215 is going on and everything, and what is your stand on the smoking the marijuana with the epilepsy? I am a severe epileptic.
Well, there does seem to be some evidence that in certain cases that there is a isomer, a certain molecule within the inhaled volatilized cannabis that reduces the risk for seizure. But if the problem is
that what you guys call it?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. There's some good ass in that ganja that makes it not have seizure. And here's the deal: is if I pulled that molecule out, you wouldn't be interested in taking it because it won't make you high. And that's what my issue is, that, hey, there's better seizure medicines out there. If you want to get high, just admit you just want to get high.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's up to you. But to make it a big medical issue, I think it kind of misses the point. Why don't you just go ahead? Why don't everybody just get together and just figure out if they want to make this thing legal or not, and just let's get on with it.
Get it over with.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
For years.
Well, hey, Glenn, does it help you?
To tell you the truth, I think it does, because my doctor told me the 3 main causes of seizures are lack of sleep, not eating, and what was the other one? I said, I didn't smoke them off.
Doing drugs. Going to one of Drew's kids' parties.
But
lack of sleep, not eating, and stress.
That's for people that have seizures.
Yes, I do have seizures.
Yeah, that's right. No, it doesn't cause seizures.
I am disabled. I live off a disability. I mean, I don't have much to look forward to. I can't work. I can't drive.
Well, how are you going to get out to the smoke out on
Trust me, I have
Sunday?
A girlfriend that's going to take
Saturday.
me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we all know what's good for us.
And does she?
And we live in Redlands. You know where Redlands is? What?
You know what?
15 minutes away from
Hey, I'm going to Redlands tomorrow. I'm speaking at University of Redlands for the Spitfire tour.
Oh, man.
That's
You
where
are
I'm
nuts.
from.
Dr. Bruce lives out in Redlands.
Live in Redlands? Come to Vince's,
It's
man.
kind of pretty.
Hey,
Yeah,
no, I'm not going to Redlands. Hey, listen, there's a lot of Catalina's pretty too. I'm not going out. I'm not living there. Hey, Glenn.
Yeah.
All right. So, listen, you get the handicap parking.
I can't drive. I can't if I with someone.
Yeah,
yes, I can use it.
You bring that plaque with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'll get you right up front at the smokeout. You park the van right in the mosh pit.
Yeah, bring the plaque. You'll
Where
be
do you
all
want to
right.
hook up at?
I'll meet you by the jerk chicken stand at Gate H about noon.
Okay.
I'll be the guy wearing the hat fashioned out of Budweiser cans and the gas, grass, or ass nobody rides for free T-shirt.
That was a making bacon T-shirt.
Oh, I mean making bacon. Yeah, that's on the back.
That's on the back.
No,
yeah.
it's I'll be wearing the whiskey. It was I used to beg guys to wear. Hey, come on, Russ. Wear your liquor in the back, poker in the rear teeth. I wear that on Fridays. Come on,
Church
Sundays. Yeah, it was a great part about doing constructions. Forget about a suit and tie. These guys be wearing shirts with naked chicks and profanity on it. It was great. I really had a guy. I bought a making bacon shirt off of a. Actually, I attempted to buy
just when you got back from court
off a day laborer's back.
Who just got back from court? I think you told me.
Oh yeah. It was great. This guy's like, "Hey, Hidalgo, why are you late?" And I was at court, because of domestic abuse or something like. You're wearing a making bacon shirt with 2 pigs humping. Yeah, I'm like, maybe you shouldn't wear that to court. The judge sees the 2 pigs banging away. All right, next time.
Man.
Yeah, all right. So he bought it. He wouldn't take the money for it, but he would take the $10, and he went to the swamp meet the next day and showed up Monday with 2 making bacon shirts for me. So that's a very proud man, by the way.
There you go.
All right, we will take ourselves a little break. Cypress Hill here, and we'll be back. Cypress Hill is our guest tonight. The big smoke out is taking place this Saturday in San Bernardino. Get there. What time the gates open, fellas?
I think we're opening them about 10 o'clock. We're trying to get people there early to avoid, traffic and all that sort of stuff.
Right. Limp
gonna be
Bizkit goes
hectic.
on stage about 10:15 in the morning,
Oh yeah,
and so you want to get there early.
Is it going to be covered by media? Is like MTV going to be there? That
yeah. I
kind of thing?
believe MTV is going to be there. I'm pretty sure a lot of the local people will be there as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the biggest festival in LA, I think, in a long time. So they're
Yeah.
gonna be covering it for sure. Hopefully.
Well, this could even be bigger than you think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's got a lot of energy behind
Bigger
it.
than you want, or bigger than you
Well, bigger
think?
than your plan. You know, than you
It could
imagine
never.
it to
It
be.
could never be bigger than you want.
It can be.
Always bigger than you think.
I'm saying you could have enough porta potties for 50,000 people, and 75,000 asses could show up.
Well, see, that would be great. You know, hey, what are you gonna do? You
What
recycle.
are you gonna do? Oh, listen, you're backstage in a lounge.
Yeah, I'm backstage
You got
in a nice, clean
you got
toilet.
You got
I'm all right.
toilet. You got a bidet.
Yeah.
with a mint in it next to you.
Well, here's the thing. We got people that are going to be cleaning those things like every half hour. So, you know,
Yeah.
we're gonna try to keep it decent.
Like Oompa Loompas? I mean,
That's a good gig.
No, I mean,
they
you
got
know,
the truck.
you hire these.
Yeah, they just suck it all out.
Yeah,
huh?
it's when you get those things, it comes with a service, man. You got to clean those every half hour.
That is a gig. They drive a truck. They drive a tanker truck. Looks like one of those watering trucks on the construction site.
Right.
Yeah.
And they got a big hose that comes out the back. And there's not some bib or some attachment that they hook them to in the back. They drop them right down where your ass goes and flip the switch, and that thing sucks it all up. And then they toss a couple of mints in there, and they hit the road. It's a great gig. I always thought to myself, they empty that truck by flipping the switch the other way and reversing the stuff out the tube into some kind of, receptacle or some kind of treatment plant or something. I always thought, the greatest gig, the greatest joke would be to just open someone's sunroof of their car, just the sunroof,
man.
and just put that hose into that nice
How to get back
BMW.
at back at a girlfriend that really skips you.
Back that thing out after a good day over at the smokeout, right? And then at the top, just like trowel it off like a cement sidewalk and put your initials in the top
I
of the
know
stick.
a couple of places we can take that truck to.
Man.
You got some girlfriends you swing by. Oh, could you imagine? And especially if they're driving like an SUV or something that had, several hundred cubic feet in there. I mean, you could really fill that thing up. Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah,
and
that would
now,
be great.
what would you do? Would you open the door and run, or what would you do, Drew? What would you have to do if that was your car? Would you open the door or just keep walking?
Take it to the junkyard.
How would you get it there? You just have it all.
Yeah, you don't detail that. You don't.
Yeah,
clean that,
there's
you
no
know?
detail.
Not
Nah.
enough armor all in the United States for that.
Not at all.
My kids used to vomit in the back of a car.
And you throw it away.
I'd get rid of the car, yeah. There's just
Right.
no way to get out of there.
It's got to go.
Leanna?
It's Lena.
Oh, Lena.
Lena, ooh.
What's up there, Lena?
Hi, Adam. I totally love you. And Drew.
Oh,
and
good.
Cypress Hill, you rock.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think you're doing such a great service, and I've listened to you guys for years. But anyway, and
Thanks.
Adam, I want to bring you a pie sometime not tonight.
Please.
What's your favorite kind?
It depends what the season is, but I like a pumpkin.
You're apple
You like
too,
a
aren't you?
pumpkin? Okay.
A pumpkin or an apple. Yeah, apple's good if you bring, a la mode. You go, you guys smoke pie. You know what that's like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a la mode. Put it in the microwave, get a little heat, and have the ice cream melt on top.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, Lena.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. And let me tell you something that's a little bit different than about me than other talk show hosts. I eat what gets dropped off here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I believe
I have homemade crap that shows up as foil. Drew, what do I do with it?
Put in your mouth.
That's right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, how do you feel about cobbler? Like a really good piece.
Yeah, I like a nice cobbler.
Yeah.
To me, cobbler's pie.
Yeah.
Square pie.
Cobbler Factory is great in Pasadena.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's good with ice cream, too. All right, let's get stoned and go eat some cobbler. Come on.
Sounds like two people are gonna go make a trip down there. It's all good.
All right, get some barbecue, and then we'll get some cobbler. All right, Lena. Yes, so what do you want?
Anyway, so one of my really, really good friends sort of came on to me this past weekend. Girlfriend.
Female.
Right.
Exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Well, she has this boyfriend who's sort of fixated on having a threesome.
Oh.
Like, that's all he ever talks about or thinks about. And I've known about this for a long time because I've known her for a really long time, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, I've tried to help her through it and whatnot. Well, this weekend we went out and got a little crazy, and
she sort of suggested it to me, and I didn't.
But that may not be a pass at you. That may be just trying
Well,
to.
no, I mean, I took it as a pass. She touched me. I think she was serious.
Was she loaded?
She was serious, but she's without her boyfriend. Do you think she would have done this?
I don't know, because we sort of had a conversation about how she asked me if I ever thought about being with a woman, and she's thought about it recently, and I asked her if that was independent of the boyfriend pressuring her, and she said she thinks it might be.
No, I doubt it.
Well,
I
right.
it just
well,
sounds like
let's say it is.
If
All
she
right.
thinks it might be.
What about you being? What about you being with her without the boyfriend?
Would she go for that?
Just the two of us
Right.
and her?
Right.
I don't know. It sounded like it.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
And I don't want anything to do with it, but she's like my best friend.
Well, you got to do it. I remember when I remember my best friend Stu wanted me to blow him, and I said, "Hey, I'm not gay," but he said, "Come on, we're buds," and I said, "All right, quick."
Yeah.
We had to think about it for a couple days before.
I had to think about it. And I said,
He's my best friend.
What's in it for me?" He said, "I'll give you a beer." I said, "All right, let's get this over with." And by the way, keep your eyes on the road, Stu. I don't want you veering into a canyon. Okay, let's focus now. Turn the radio down. I can't think.
You becoming gay, then you wanting to be gay thing, Adam.
Who, me? Yeah, I want to be gay.
Yeah,
It's just not working. I'm trying.
Try to get with your friend again.
I'm going to try. I really think the gay lifestyle would be a life for me. It really would. I think these guys have the best time.
All right.
All right, I just can't bring myself to it. It's the sex part. I can't figure
it's
out.
not even the sex part.
I hear you.
It's the commitment of the schwanz.
The sex act?
No, it's the penis, isn't it? That's the problem.
You mean making out with a guy'd be okay? No. Now, the thing about... Here's the thing. I like all parts of the gay lifestyle except for the part where you're with the guy making out and cornholing, as True would call it, off the air.
Cornholing, sword fighting.
That's the part that's weird.
Swashbuckling.
Yeah, like you guys, even seeing pictures of that is repulsive.
On God.
Cornholing.
Straight guys have trouble with that. But I wish I was. No, we're done with her.
Talk to her.
We're done. My ass is still sore from my last boyfriend.
We didn't finish with her.
That was totally out of context.
Hang on a second.
Totally out of context.
Lena?
Yes.
All right, she's still your friend. She's under the influence and a lot of pressure by a guy who really doesn't care that much about what it does to her. You probably were drunk at the time, yes?
Yeah, a little.
All right, just calm down. She's still your friend. Don't do this thing you don't want to do. Don't feel violated by it. Just reestablish relationship on a new playing field, new boundaries.
Okay.
All right. Good times. Pete.
Hey, I want to get high.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, boy.
Hey, no, seriously.
Were you singing Commodores?
Commodores? No, seriously, Drew.
Pete?
You can wrap that crap up into a big tinfoil and you can cook crap up on your grill. I've tried it.
Whoa.
What are you talking about?
Where'd he go? Where'd he go right now?
Wrapping crap up in tinfoil and grilling it on your grill, man.
Oh, really?
Seriously.
Was Drew talking about that? Was he asking for hints on cooking crap?
Come on, no. I want to talk to Cypress.
All right, here they are.
Right.
Hey, how close are you guys with 311?
Oh, they're cool. We toured with them a while back.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah, they're cool.
I know you come through Madison, Wisconsin one time. You guys were you made the whole Coliseum smell like a giant bowl.
Well, I hope it smelled good, man.
Adam, make him laugh,
It
please.
did, okay?
It's better than how, well, yeah. All right.
Pete, how Madison normally smells? Hey, Peter, you're calling from Madison?
Yes, I'm calling from Madison, Wisconsin.
You are the biggest stoner in Wisconsin, aren't you?
Yeah, I actually am not the biggest stoner, but I try.
Really?
Yeah,
Who is
giving
the
a good effort.
Just out of curiosity, who is the biggest
Who is
stoner?
the biggest stoner?
The biggest stoner in Madison, Wisconsin
Yeah.
would have to be a guy named...
He's even got it down to the
Yeah.
name. All right, cool.
What's
All
his
right,
name? I think he's been dethroned. I really do. I think you're the
don't
king of
dethrone me.
pot in
Tell
Madison.
me, I got a question for Drew.
All right.
Drew?
Yeah.
All right, I got a question for you.
All right.
I'm dating a girl that I've seen for a long time. She's beautiful. She's awesome. She's all that there is for me, right?
Yeah. Other than pot.
Other than I'm 21 years old and
Right.
she's 17.
Oh.
violated your rule to
Yeah, violation. He worked the F word right in there, and he didn't even have to.
No.
Yeah, he was doing so well.
You're doing good.
Yeah, he was doing good. I think he got tripped up. You know, sometimes when you're, you guys ever do this? You get really stoned and you eat, and you're eating, you're enjoying yourself, and then you think, hey, where's my tongue? And then you think, oh my God, I'm going to bite my tongue. I don't know where it is. I'm not sure what it's doing. It could be in between my teeth, and then you bite down on your tongue. You ever do that?
What kind of stuff are you smoking? You got to share that.
That's good.
You got some super duper.
Yeah, you guys don't think about it. Yeah, me neither. All right, listen, screw Pete. I don't know. He's got some 17-year-old. Oh, imagine Pete being on top of you. Have sex with you. Hold still there, Missy.
Oh,
yeah.
Spicoli sounds like a mannequin compared to Pete.
Spicoli sounds like Tony Randall.
Yeah.
Compared to Pete. JD?
Yeah.
You're, what the hell? How old is JD? Is that up there?
Doesn't say.
All right, what's up? How old?
16.
All right.
What's going on?
What up, Bubba? What up, B-Real?
What's happening?
I was going to try to make it down there to San Bernardino this weekend,
Right.
but I kind of got busted, so...
Oh, what'd you get busted for, man?
Weed.
Are you,
just that.
Are you in the pokey right now? Are you giving us your one call or what?
Or busted by your parents?
No, busted by the cops.
Really? How'd that happen?
I don't know, I just had somebody in my car that had it on them, so I got busted with them.
Wouldn't you say most of the drug busts that go down are getting pulled over in your car, and then, when you roll the window down and the smoke comes out of the window like a Cheech and Chong movie, then they start looking around the car, and then they always find the pipe and the stash, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Most of that goes down that way?
I think that's probably how most of it does go down, but I've yet to talk to somebody who been busted in that fashion who actually was the one holding the pot. It's always my friend.
Right. Right.
You knew he had it, right?
Huh?
They were smoking.
You knew he had it.
They were smoking.
So
Yeah. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm going to invent a car one day that has a place to hide drugs, like a pipe place. Like the turn signal indicator is going to unscrew and become a pipe. You know what I mean? Like the pot.
Yeah, make it a part of the car.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it
James Bond
the hempmobile. Yeah. Yeah, for the drug addict on the move. Tired of getting popped. Because you're like an idiot. You throw the stuff under your seat. It's the first place the cop, shines the flashlight. There's nothing, nowhere good to stash something in a car. Yeah. Yeah,
I agree.
I'm gonna work on that. Oh, Cheech and Chong already made that? Yeah.
That's nice.
All right. Always a day late and a dollar short. So, JD, what do you need?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah.
How long does shrooms stay in your system for?
In what sense? In terms of detectability?
Urine system.
Pretty quick. Like 12 hours.
Oh, that's all?
Does it even show up? Do they check for
They
shrooms?
can, yeah, they can.
I never knew that.
It's fast.
Learn something new every day.
I mean, maybe up to 24. That's about it.
I still feel high after 12 hours. What do you mean? How can it be out of your system?
You just have the crap kicked out of you.
Oh, yeah, my side hurts from laughing.
Yeah. No, things that injure your central nervous system make you fatigued afterwards.
Yeah, it's tiring.
So those drugs that like ecstasy and mushrooms, where you feel like crap for a couple days after, it's because of an injury.
Yeah, you get used to it. You shake it off. I'll tell you that the mushrooms, I'm just tired from laughing. That's what happens. I mean, last time I did mushrooms, my side hurt from laughing so hard.
You're a scary high person. I was just thinking about the pictures.
Dare you?
I was just thinking about the
What do you
images of
mean?
you on the Man Show when you were getting high with Snoop.
Yeah.
Whoa, you were getting high
like
with Snoop,
that?
and you don't get high with us? What kind of crap is that?
I was at Snoop's house.
What kind of crap is that?
It was a Man Show bit. I
Remember
think
that,
I got that thing floating around in my car.
You show him.
That's my main man.
You won't want to get high with him after you see that. He's like one of these scary guys.
Oh, how dare you! I was a perfect gentleman over at Snoop's house. I just ate. That's all I did, and watched some TV. All right, I'm going to get that out of the car. I think I got that out there. Drew, take the next call. Let me see if I can find that
Let's
thing.
go on. Here we
All
go.
right, you talk
That's
to,
my main mayonnaise.
That's Snoop.
That's my rap name, Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
With a Z? Mayonnaise. White.
Right.
White, and then the Z and the man.
Yeah.
That's
the
pretty good,
A's.
right?
See,
A's.
this is the stuff. Imagine him now high.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead, Adam. Go get the thing, okay? Right. Sherry's 20. Sherry, what's going on?
Hi, how are you guys?
All right, Sherry, what's up?
Fine.
Good. It's a little embarrassing, but I have body hair that's growing in places that I know it shouldn't be.
Like where?
On my breast and around my belly button.
Is it between the breasts or around the nipple?
Around the nipple.
Well, that's very common.
It is?
Oh, yeah. And, now there's very effective hair removal lasers.
Yeah,
A couple treatments take care of that.
Isn't that a little expensive?
Expensive?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably. It probably is.
Is there any other way of getting rid of it? Or it'll go away, or
No,
less?
it's not going to go away. How long have you had it for?
Like maybe a year?
Yeah, I mean, just as you get older, that tends to happen more.
Are guys turned off that you've been with and, they see you like that?
Well, actually, I haven't been with anybody but my boyfriend that I'm with now. I kind of want to, but that's kind of stopping me.
She's embarrassed about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to get that taken care of. Do you? I can't. Could you spend a couple of dollars on that kind of thing?
If it work.
Hey, Adam, how much does the hair thing cost in your neck? How much does that hair thing cost in
I
your
had
neck?
my neck lasered.
Yeah.
I had my neck lasered so I wouldn't get a rash.
She needs a little hair and belly. Chest and belly laser.
Yeah, I had it done by our buddy, Dr. Marcel. Full price.
How much?
By the way, son of a bitch.
How much?
I don't know. It's like $100 or something.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it might be really worthwhile. It sounds like it's really affecting your esteem and your comfort.
Where she got the hair going on her belly and her nipples?
Yeah, it doesn't. I think you have to have a couple of treatments usually, but it does not come back.
It doesn't.
I don't know. Wait a minute. I went there twice. It's come back.
Suspicious.
It'll come back.
It might come back thicker,
should.
didn't you think?
No, it's supposed to be permanent. I mean, you need to go back again. Marcel told you needed another treatment, didn't he?
I don't. I stopped listening to him a long time ago.
There you go. Listen to your doctor when you have the treatment. But, and you should also have a medical workup to make sure there's not thyroid problems and other endocrine disturbances that can cause hair growth.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, Sherry.
All right.
Hey, some guys are into that.
No, I hope not.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're scary guys. Yeah, it's kind of catch-22. Yeah, I can't. The tape's not in my car. I cleaned out my car. It's too bad. I don't know. No, you guys will never see it now. It'll be the best of. It's on the Best of the Man show. I don't know when the hell that thing's coming on. We just took a tour of Snoop's house and checked it out, and ended up getting a little bit stoned. He smokes quite a bit of weed. I don't know if people know that about Snoop. Yeah.
Oh no,
no, he didn't know that. Yeah, he smokes marijuana. Sure, John.
Yes.
You're 21.
Yes. What's going on, Cypress Hill?
Chilling.
That's cool. Hey, I'll see you guys this weekend at the smoke out there.
Right on, man.
That's right.
It's gonna be fresh. Hey, I just want to know who inspired you guys when you were growing up? Kind of artists or whoever. Who inspired you?
Just a bunch of different groups, man. Groups like Public Enemy and KRS-One and even the Beastie Boys. Just a bunch of different groups.
Yeah, I hear you. It's gonna be fresh this weekend. Also, hey, my friend looks just like you, Be Real. Everywhere I go, dude, we be walking down the street, people always come up to us going, "Hey, aren't you Be Real?"
Wow.
Cypress Hill. So,
I could use a stunt double, man.
hey, we're both coming this weekend, so I'm gonna find you guys and I'm gonna.
So just in case he gets too stoned.
Well, then he could do all of my interviews
Yeah,
that
they can
day.
do that.
Hey, dude, it's a pretty close connection. He got the goatee going and everything, dude.
Right.
Same height, same everything.
All right, John.
We'll find you.
But who do you look like?
Who do I look like?
Yeah.
I don't know. I look like a white boy, I guess.
All right, so you'll be the white guys there?
Yeah, you gonna do some freestyle there, mayonnaise for the Cypress Hill game?
I may bust a rhyme, bust a move, break it down.
He may get fresh.
I'm thinking about breaking something off. Who knows what goes on in the old vagina, the old vagina, the old vagina. Yeah.
Great lyrics.
I may sing the old vagina, and who knows what goes on in the old vagina song.
Great lyrics.
Yeah, thank you. I wrote that one myself.
Mayonnaise.
Ask mayonnaise. Yeah.
Mayonnaise.
Caitlin,
Yeah,
you're 17. What's up?
yeah. I went to get pap smears taken, and they came out abnormal 3 times, and I found out that I have HPV, and I want to know if I'm at any risk for anything, or what its effects are, if it's curable.
So that's warts, right, Drew?
It's warts. They didn't explain anything to you at the doctors?
No, they didn't. They said that it wasn't curable, and basically that I have a higher chance of getting cervix cancer.
Right, and it's what's causing these abnormal pap smears you're having.
And the thing is, I don't know how I got it.
Are you sexually active?
Yeah, and I've only been with one person,
Well.
and he's only been with me. So we don't understand how I got it. And they said it's transferred through the skin. Is it transferred through the skin of the penis?
Yes,
Through the
skin of the penis.
You sure he's only been with you?
Yeah, I'm positive.
That doesn't make sense.
If I found out he was with anybody else, I'd literally castrate him.
Well, that's why you're not finding out.
Yeah.
No, he
Let me tell you, even
with anybody, I'm gonna cut your thing off.
even truthful guys tend to lie when it comes to that or getting their nuts cut off.
Yeah, okay, there's no way he's going to be truthful.
No, I know he hasn't. I've known him for...
You know nothing.
No, he's my best friend. I know
Yeah, but Kaylin...
I've known him forever, and I know everything about him, and I know
look,
that he hasn't.
There's some rather powerful evidence here.
I haven't been with anybody, and he hasn't been with anybody.
There's some rather powerful evidence here that he's been with somebody.
Well, where would he have gotten this? And Drew, could he have gotten this without having intercourse?
Very unusual.
Can you get it off a gym towel?
You can get off hands.
You can get it off of hands?
Very rarely, but there is such a thing.
Because-
Theoretically.
Because what?
Because I've fooled around with a lot of guys, but I've only had sex with just this one guy, and he's had his ex-girlfriends, and he's had his flings before we even met each other, but it put us at any risk.
What do you mean the fling? What fling?
Just before, you just kind of meet someone and you kind of hook up one night, just kind of fool around, touch.
When you were getting fondled and touched.
And caressed.
Was so you're saying that he has not had intercourse with anybody, but he could have had a reach around,
finger or two.
Yeah, he had a girlfriend for about 6 months. So
Okay, he had sex. Come on.
How old is this guy?
he's 19.
Oh, for Christ's
You're being
sake!
a little naive there.
He had a girlfriend for 6 months, and how long ago was this?
A long time ago. I've been with him for 2 years now.
All right, but he was 17.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. He's 19 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when he was 17, had a girlfriend for 6 months, he might have done something.
Yeah, but we don't know how I got it. I've only
Whoa. Wait, that's where he got it.
But I've been with other
You weren't a
guys
little
as well.
suspicious when he said, "Listen, I'm a virgin." Now hold still, bitch. We're going doggy.
All right, Caitlin.
Yeah, Daddy's home. Yeah, you love it. No, I'm a virgin. Yeah, hold still. All right, hold on. Let me give it a reach. I'm going to do this trick where I take a towel and wrap it around your waist. I use it like stirrups of a horse. Now, come on, hold still. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Caitlin?
Yeah.
So, the virus that
hold on, let me
causes...
slap you a little. Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it? You've been naughty, haven't you? No, I'm a virgin.
The virus that causes the warts, in some individuals, goes away by itself after about 3 to 5 years. In others, and the ones for whom it is persistent, the risk of cervical cancer stays with you, and you've got to be checked very regularly, and you will be always potentially contagious with this.
Her rap went from, I've known this dude my entire life, he's never been out of my sight, and he is pure as the driven snow, to, we both had our share of partners, and we both, hooked up a time, more than we care to admit. I mean, how does she go? She went, her rap at the beginning was, I've seen this guy, he's never been out of my sight, and he is straight as an arrow, he's never been with anyone with me, and that really, segued into, well, he's been around. Yeah, how does that go? All right, so one of you, and she was saying she's been around, too.
One is the story that she wishes she had lived, and the other is her life.
See, fantasy meets reality.
Exactly.
That's beautiful. All right, Cypress Hill is our guest. We'll take a little break. We'll hear a little something from Cypress Hill when we come back. All right, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. It is Dr. Drew over there. Bobo and Be Real are here tonight representing Cypress Hill. Cypress Hill is going to be just one of the big bands that's on tap coming up in San Bernardino this Saturday at the big Smoke Out. System of a Down, 311, Limp Bizkit, and Long Beach Dub All-Stars, and that's just half of them. There are many stages, many events, much to do, and $40 has never gone further. It really hasn't from an entertainment standpoint.
This is true. Good price for all those things. All the bands and everything.
Now, what do you guys make money off of this? I mean, I don't want to paint you in a corner. And listen, everybody, if you get if you spend $40 and you get a ton of entertainment, it's none of your goddamn business where this money's going. But I'm saying for you guys, Is it like an entrepreneurial endeavor?
Yeah, basically, you know, we've been on so many tours, and we've basically made a lot of other people a lot of money, you know, by doing these tours. That we decided, you know, if we're gonna continue to do this, let's try to do it ourselves and
cut out the middleman.
Yeah, and the other thing is that we wanted to make a traditional festival here.
Right.
In Los Angeles. We don't have one of those. It's almost like in Europe, you have festivals that have been going on for like 20 some odd years.
Right.
Everybody, you know, through the generations have been bringing their children, and when they grow up, they bring their children and stuff like that. So we want to give people out here in California something like that.
Well, what about Cal Jam?
Well, you
Is that not going on anymore?
I don't know if it's as catchy as the Smoke Out.
No, I think Cal Jam began and ended in what 79, 80 or something. Jeez, you know what I'd love? I'd love to get some of who was on the bill for like the US Festival and Cal Jam and some. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're gonna see like Van Halen and
like Ted Nugent.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Black Sabbath.
I can't even remember who was on those.
And then some bizarre bands you never heard of, and some that were on the way up, and others that were on the way down. True, you didn't go to any of those when you were. That's right in your wheelhouse.
That was. I never made it to that.
Yeah. What bands? Have you seen any real like hardcore bands like when you were like 17?
Yes.
Yes, you saw.
Yeah.
Yes, and who else? Is anybody else good? Like Jethro
Grateful
Tull.
Dead.
Saw the Dead.
Cat Stevens.
Holy Christ! And.
Wait a minute. Loggins and Messina.
Loggins and Messina.
Whoa.
No one who listens to the show's even heard of them.
I'll have to think about it.
All right. You see any Black Sabbath? Any Van Halen?
Van Halen played at a prom I was at.
Oh, really?
You want to talk about how old I am?
Because Van Halen's from Pasadena.
From Pasadena, yeah.
Yeah, and you grew up there.
Yeah.
You went to a prom where Halen played?
Yes. How weird is that?
And you're probably like Van Halen was like 3 songs into their set, and you were like, come on, let's go out in the parking lot and smoke some weed or something. Or screw this, let's go. I got a 6-pack out in the trunk of the car. Let's go.
Who are these guys? They suck.
They suck. It's that kid with the long hair. And what about Zeppelin? Ever see Zeppelin?
No. That I wanted to always.
Yeah, big mistake.
Yeah.
All right. All right. We're going to, I think we should hear a little ditty from Cypress Hill, because the guys are tired. They got to drive out to San Bernardino tonight.
Mm-hmm. Oh. It's nasty, but you know, hey, you do what you got to do.
Now, what are you doing? I mean, what are you doing out in San Bernardino tonight?
Well, you know, a few of us that are, you know, behind the Smoke Out, not just performing or, you know,
prepping.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
you're not doing anything tonight. It's tomorrow morning. You got to do something, right?
Well, no. We're getting over there and we're talking the last, you know, let's see, the
last preparation,
details. Yeah,
details.
The last bit of details before we walk the grounds and all that
Right,
sort
so,
of jazz, you know.
Be Real and Bobo will be putting up the red, white, and blue bunting over some of the snack stands.
We're going to be decorating the place tonight, you know.
All right, we will hear something from Cypress Hill. You queued up there, Anderson?
Well, when we let them go, because they got to go.
All right.
While we're listening, they can.
All right, we'll say bye, and then we'll play the song?
We'll say bye and then play the song.
Maybe they want to hear the song.
No, we got to play it this week.
They've heard it. Yeah,
you heard it? Yeah, we've heard it and heard it.
You guys familiar with this one?
I think we know it.
Guys, thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
I'll release you on Ask
Hey,
behalf.
thanks for having us, and I want to say what's up to my partners over at the Rainbow. Keep the table smoking, you know.
And it's really, you guys, I feel like we see you all the time, and yet it's not enough. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, hey, man, whenever we're invited, we're here. Hey.
We
love it.
We appreciate it, and you can come anytime you like. Everyone, go
That's what
check
she
out.
said.
Check out the big guy. You know he's in radio. The Smoke Out this Saturday, San Bernardino, and here's just a little taste of what you might hear on Saturday. Well, there you go, Superstar from Cypress Hill, and they didn't leave a moment too soon because I got another fart. I let a couple good ones go during the song.
Yes, you did.
I got something churning down there. I can feel it. I'm going to see what I can do.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it's always good to see Bobo and Be Real, and nice guys. Good to see him. All right, we'll take ourselves a little break. You want to talk to someone, or you want to just let's take a break.
All right.
We'll take a break. We'll be back. Finish the story with you off the air. Hey, this is Loveline. I'm Carolla. It's Dr. Drew. I'm running out of steam for the week.
You are not.
Really?
Today's Thursday, isn't it?
Oh, no. How dare you, Anderson. I can't do the lightning round tonight. I'm too tired. No, we had a guest in tonight. I'm all talked out. I'll do the lightning round next week. Oh, my God. Next week, we got a producer, Ann, has lined us up a pretty strong
Amazing
week here.
week, yeah.
Tim Meadows is going to be in here.
As
Sunday
the
night.
ladies' man, I understand.
Yes, he will be the ladies' man, and Drew will be the man's man. Billy D. Williams, Jesus, this guy's done every movie. He's the world's best-looking black man.
Huh?
Yeah, did all the Star Wars movies, and a movie that I'm sure a lot of our listeners will know, a little something called Mahogany. Drew, you don't know? You ever heard of that movie?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Heard of it, didn't see it.
Okay, me neither. It's about 25 years old.
Gold medal volleyball team. The beach volleyball team.
They'll be in here on Tuesday, and John Cryer, my neighbor, is going to be in. I'm going to pick him up. Nice
Seriously?
guy. I will.
That's cool.
No, he lives.
Yeah, I know.
I know. And I think Billy D. Williams played Gail Sayers in Brian's song.
Yes, I think you're right.
Oh, I bawled like a baby. You guys ever see that Brian song? Oh, that is, you want to see a man breakdown? That's a man breakdown movie.
Yeah.
Like, you go to all these other movies, like, I don't know, Ordinary People, or some movie where Deborah Winger gets cancer or something, and the guys are sitting there bored and the chicks are bawling. Go take them to see Brian's song. Go see that. Go rent that one. That's football player dies.
Yeah.
That's when the guys lose it.
Yeah.
When Gail Sayers is up there going, I love Brian Piccolo. I was like, I love him too, Gail. I hear that theme song, I'll start bawling. You know, remember the Drew's getting a little teary now. Drew, remember just the theme?
No. How'd it go?
It
was called Brian's song, right?
Yeah, it's just the music.
Yeah.
If I hear that, I'll I have like a Pavlovian response. I'll start bawling. Now my penis is confused. Mike?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, I've been smoking weed for about 3 years.
No kidding. You've been on hold for 109 minutes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. 3 years. And how old are you?
15.
All righty.
How dare me?
How dare you?
So I want to know what the side effects are going to be if I quit right now.
Well, probably get a little depression. And in my experience, people your age typically have much less withdrawal symptoms than adults do.
Bad times.
No, good. Good times. It's less of a problem. However, the effects of the drug are actually more substantial. There's a lot of evidence that the right frontal lobe of the brain actually shrinks if you smoke pot regularly at your age. And that's a part of the brain you use to negotiate developmental strategies and coping strategies. You need that, and that will come back, but you need it. So you got to stop. It's really important that you stop. And if you start getting the depression that often comes with the sudden cessation of pot, you'd be sure to talk to a doctor who's used to.
How dare you? Get back in here and do your job. I command you. Oh, man. Well, I had a little pop. Yeah. I ate barbecue beans for dinner tonight.
Please.
Yeah. Well, no match. That's what you get for not smoking. Oh, man. What the hell name is that?
Vanilla?
Vanilla.
Vanilla?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
You miss my assa. It was big. Yeah, I just had a good fart go. Yeah, it's great.
Oh, thanks.
What's going on?
Well, I was wondering what the morning after pill does and whether or not it could be considered abortion.
It is absolutely has nothing to do with abortion. It prevents the ovary from releasing an egg. So you can never
get caught in the mic, that one.
You never get pregnant.
There you go.
But aren't you already pregnant and it like kills?
No, absolutely not. The sperm sits in your tubes for 3 days, waiting for an egg.
All right, let's break this whole thing down for a second, because even I get confused
People
with this
somehow
stuff.
believe that you get pregnant like immediately after intercourse.
Right.
It takes about 3 days to get pregnant. The sperm sits there waiting for an egg, typically.
Yeah, but what if there's an egg present?
Then you get pregnant. The morning after pill doesn't work.
Okay, so let's just break the whole thing down for a second.
Yeah.
Women ovulate about the middle of the cycle,
right,
or between the middle of the month.
Yeah.
Let's just say the month for them. Okay. When you ovulate, your egg drops down, and now you can be impregnated.
Right.
That egg drops down and hangs out for a couple days.
24 hours.
Just 24 hours.
Right.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay. Now, if the egg is waiting there when the sperm hits, you're going to get pregnant.
And then you got to use RU486 if you're going to try to get an abortion.
Right. But if it's not there, the sperm could be hanging around for a few days,
waiting for it to drop down.
And this prevents that from dropping down.
Exactly.
Now, it all sort of depends on then when you're ovulating, when you have sex, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. And usually, wait a minute, I got another fart coming up. Hold on a second.
But I mean, think about
think about that.
But think about the probability. I mean, the probability is that. Oh my God.
Oh, stop it. Grow up.
Oh, boy. Now, this is wonderful.
Yeah, what about what's the probability?
You figure that
Drew's out in the hall.
That you got, you got 3 days to get pregnant, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna eliminate 70% of that by taking the pill, right?
Right. The RU486.
No,
Yeah,
no,
come
the
on.
morning
I mean, morning after. All right, hey, come on, buddy. Come in here. Do your job, would you?
Oh, my God. Ask her if she has any other question, because really people need to understand this very clearly. Vania?
Yeah.
Do you understand what we're saying?
Yeah, so it stops the egg from dropping.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
So if the egg is already there, you're too late, and it only works 70% of the time. And guess what? That's right. If the egg is there, it's too late. 1/3 of the time, it's going to be too late.
The egg
It's
drops
a 3-day
down,
issue.
hangs out for a day, and then what? What's
And
it do?
goes
Die?
and resorbs, yeah.
What do you do? Crap it out?
No, just sort of resorbs.
Resorbs?
Yeah.
Is that the name of a like a diaper for old people?
No, it was your mom's old boyfriends.
Oh yeah, Zorback. All right. What do you want to do here? Let's get another call.
All right.
Roger?
Yay, hey, what's up, Adam? What's up, Dr. Drew?
Yay, hey, 25. What's up there, man?
Well, I'm just kind of wondering, I love to drink cold beer and drink it kind of every other day, but I'm just wondering about tolerance. I feel like I'm not getting as buzzed as I was previously, and I'm wondering how it would show up on a DWI test. Or
Same. Doesn't change.
Yeah,
Really, doesn't
that's
change
the heartache of it.
Really?
Yeah, it really is. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of inequities on the road. And I'll give you an example. For instance, we all know people who can't drive worth a rat's ass, right, Drew?
Right.
And, for instance, my grandmother, she's dangerous on the road. She's 84 years old. She doesn't see very well, what have you, right? And then there are people driving around in Daihatsu charades with 4 bald tires and, no anti-lock brakes, no 4-wheel disc, no speed-sensitive steering, no nothing. I would argue that a good driver with a couple of beers in him could, in a better vehicle, a newer, more expensive vehicle, could be safer on the road than than my grandma in her beat-up car.
I don't know if anybody's ever studied that, but also alcoholics, interestingly, are resistant to the intoxicating effects of alcohol.
Of course, they're used to it. I mean,
even they're not used to it. Before, it's actually.
Oh, you mean alcoholics are?
It's actually a way of predicting who's going to become an alcoholic.
Nice. What I'm saying is here's what I'm saying. You take some chick who doesn't drink very much, give her 3 wine coolers, and put her on the road. I guarantee that she is more dangerous than a guy or girl who does a lot of drinking and can hold their booze.
Whatever his twisted mind believes, that is wrong.
And why aren't speed tickets, they should be rated? You know what I mean? You got a guy like yourself. You got a car that's capable of going 160 miles an hour. You got speed-rated tires, anti-lock brakes, and steering-sensitive control systems, and anti-skid, and anti-lock, and anti-this, and anti-that. Why can't your speed limit be 10 miles an hour faster? Aren't you safer at 85 than someone who's driving a piece of ass going 65?
Well, you and I have decided that's the case, right?
I absolutely is. Hey, absolutely, everybody. Hey, just look at a race car. A race car can go around Indianapolis at 200 miles an hour. You think you'd be safe in an 81 Toyota pickup with 2 bald tires going that speed? No. Same thing. Do the math. I'm serious. All right. I'll take a little break. We'll be back.